can see quite a few people are still joining and connecting to the audio channel. We'll just wait for 5 minutes to let people join into the session. The people are still connecting. Okay. Hmm. Okay. We just wait for 2 minutes so that everyone can connect to audio, and then we'll start with the session. Hi, Afkar Rahman. Hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. So I guess people have connected to audio. I can see a few people still connecting, but let's begin. So, hi, welcome to one and all. This is Satnamji from Outscale, and we have with us Malar here today. So, if you have any questions related to the Outscale's full stack game development program or game development in general, or a lot of people might be here because of metaverse in general. So any kind of questions you might have, just drop your questions in the chat, and me and Malar will be more than happy to take that up and discuss. The session today will basically focus on gaming industry, how Outscale's full stack game development program can help you enter into that gaming industry, and then you will be working on one of game projects on your own. That will be the entry point into the gaming industry as well. Can I get recording of this session later? I mean, you can surely get recording of this session later, but then again, you'll not be able to ask questions if you might have any from the session once you start watching recording. So it will be better if you are able to attend the entire session. So just a quick overview about myself. This is Satnamji. I have worked with 50 plus gaming companies in the industry with their hiring needs, particularly game developers in general, top companies like Rockstar, Ubisoft, and EA, Zynga, Jungly Games, Game Shastra, MPL. So I've worked with all these companies with their hiring requirements and hiring needs. Along with that, we have Malhar with us, who's an alumni of Outscale, and right now he's working with Outscale as a subject matter expert. So Malhar, quick 2 words about your journey with Outscale and your intro.
Yeah. Hi, Satnamji, and hi, everyone. Really glad seeing you guys related to the gaming industry enthusiasm and all the stuff. So my name is Malhar Devasai. Actually, I was a student of Outscale. Actually, I am a batch 3 student. So I got graduated in 2020, and I got job. There was a wonderful experience, and in Outscale, and I worked in a company called as DevTouch for a few months. I developed some multiplayer games related to the sports genre, baseball, cricket, many games like that. And then I decided to join back to the Outscale because my core motivation is to help a bunch of game developers to get placed into good companies. So that is the small story about me. So yeah, really excited to see you all. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Thank you, Mala. So, guys, we'll be starting with the actual session by 4 because I can see quite a few people are still joining into the session or connecting to audio. But till then, we can have a random FAQ. Like Vikas has a question: after the completion of the course, will we be able to get a certificate with the duration of the course mentioned in that? So, Vikas, we'll not be giving you a certificate with the duration of the course mentioned on it, but we'll be giving you a certificate for all the projects that you will work on with Outscale, basically. So during this program, you will be working on n number of projects, whether it's in Unity, C++, data structures, algorithms, C#. So all these things, and we'll be providing you a certificate for the same at the end of the program. So that's more or less gonna be enough for you, because end of the program, the motive is also to get you a offer letter or a package. So that is something that's gonna be there for you as well. Can I work with you and learn at the same time? Shashank, you can learn and work at the same time, but work with us is not gonna be as possible. Depends on what kind of hiring requirements we have. So it's not like we can hire you and then teach you as well along the way. It absolutely depends on whether we have a requirement for a person with your skill set or not. So that is a very important thing as well. May I know course duration and fees, Ramesh? The total duration of the program is going to be 7 months. And as per the fees, I'd suggest you'll have to wait a bit longer because we have various different fee structures available and suitable for everyone, whether people can pay right now or they can pay only after they get a job. So we have various different type of structures that are available. People who want to pay now can pay right now. They don't have money, they can pay after they get a job and start working. So all these structures are there, and for that I guess you'll have to wait so that we can discuss about it. Actually, I'm applying to Canadian Embassy for visa and I need to show the course duration. That's the reason I asked that. Because okay, the course is primarily gonna be in got it. I think that is something we can discuss separately. It's a very unique request, so we can surely discuss about it separately. Will I provide placements after the training? Ramesh, the focus of the program is actually to get you a placement at the end of the program. So for sure, you'll have offer letters in your hand at the end of the program. Course description. We'll just start talking about the program in detail in the next 10-12 minutes. So in general, if you have any other questions, we can discuss about it, but course description, we'll talk about it shortly. Where can I see the recording of this session? The recording of the session will be available on YouTube as well. And we'll also share it with you over mail and WhatsApp. So that's not going to be an issue at all. What is the main theme of this program and how far the hiring will go after the completion of the course? The main theme or the topics that you will work on in the program will be towards game development in general. And if you guys are familiar with metaverse, so the leaders in gaming industry, the game engine leaders, that is Unity and Unreal, are the driving forces behind metaverse. So there are n number of opportunities and jobs that are going to be available. And as far as hiring is concerned, you get direct referrals from Outscal to some of the top gaming companies, not only in India, but across the world. So that is why hiring is something that's not going to be an issue at all. Anything for non-tech people? So Shashank, the program is completely technical. Even if you are from a non-technical background, that is not an issue at all. We have had candidates in the past from non-technical background with zero knowledge about programming, joined into the program and got high-paying jobs after completion of the program. So that's not an issue. Is this related to metaverse? Is this related to metaverse? Okay, Suraj, absolutely. So like if you are, I just mentioned, if you are aware about metaverse is nothing but creating a reality using gaming engines like Unreal and Unity. And Outscale is gonna be the stepping stone into your career, for your career, sorry, into metaverse basically. So this is where absolutely everything starts. This is the beginning of everything. And from here only you'll proceed ahead and get into a job that will carry forward to you being part of the team that might create the metaverse at the end. So it's absolutely going to start from here itself. Can I take part when I have not done 12th, Raghav? Absolutely, that's not an issue. Praneeth has a question. I am into IT industry for almost 6 years and interested in getting into gaming industry. Will this restart my career or will my previous experience and skill set add to my portfolio? Praneeth, it's a very good question. This is a question most of the working professionals have. So, Praneeth, it's not gonna make it in a manner where your experience will become zero, but then again, your experience will be exponentially reduced when you switch your field from whatever kind of development you've been doing to game development. Basically, if you've been working as even a C++ or a C# developer and you're switching to game development in general, uh, let's assume you have a total of 6 years of experience that you mentioned. Your experience that when a hiring company comes will consider would be close to, let's say, just 1.5 years of experience is what it will be considered. But then again, that doesn't mean that you will not get package equivalent to what you are earning right now. Packages are never a barrier. We've seen in the past freshers from the program landing high packages of 9 to 10 lakhs per annum as well. So package is something that's independent of experience, I feel, in general, because having worked with a lot of companies with their hiring needs, I have seen freshers get much higher packages as compared to experienced professionals in the companies. But then again, it's not going to mean that your career is starting from zero. But then again, it's not going to mean that your experience will be equivalent to 6 years. There will be a slight imbalance based on whatever experience you currently have and whatever experience you get hired at. Moving ahead. Do we have to pay anything for this course? Shashank Sharma, yes, non-tech people can work. I'm not sure who Outscal Dev is. So yeah. What are the skills required for this course? Rajni, you just need to be passionate about building a career in the gaming industry. More or less, that's it. If you are passionate about building a career in gaming industry, you don't need any other skill set basically to join into the program. So that's more or less it. Shubham, I guess I answered your question as well. Actually, I'm from game and episode animation department. Can I continue with the same path from you? Sai Manoj, we particularly don't focus on animation. Our focus is on development. So we'll continue with that only. Like you can continue working in your own field, but then again, our major focus is towards development. Would a beginner course on C++ be necessary before I start with this program? Sahil Saha. No, a beginner course will not be necessary at all to join into the program. As mentioned, if you have a passion for game development and even if you are from non-technical background, doesn't matter, you can join into the program itself. Can I sign with ISA? Okay. Yeah, you surely can, but it's not like we'll just talk about it. And I am from mechanical engineering background. Is this right for me? Yes, absolutely. Suraj, not an issue. As I mentioned, the program is meant for anyone from any kind of background. So that's not an issue at all. Okay, cool. So I guess it's the time we start. I'll just simply ask all of you to come to your gallery view, and now you will have permission to start your video. So we'll play a quick game to get to know each other in a better manner. So if everyone can quickly come on to their cameras, I am asking people to start their video. You should have an option to start the video now. If more people can join in, it will be great. I can see quite a few people have come on video, but if everyone can quickly come on video, it will be great, because more the people on video, the better the game is going to be.
Yeah. Come on, guys, just switch to the gallery view. That will be really great.
Yeah,
so,
on the top right corner, you will be able to switch to the gallery view. Okay, cool. I guess this is the number of people that are coming on camera. Rest people are shy. I don't think more people are going to come on camera. So, okay, we'll just try to get to know each other in a better manner. So the first thing that needs to be done is cover your camera with your thumb or hand. And I'm going to ask a series of questions, basically. The answer to the questions will either be yes or no. If the answer to the question is yes, you simply show your face. If the answer to your question is no, you don't show your face. So if more people can come on camera, it will be really exciting and fun to get to know each other in a better manner. But then again, whatever people we have, it will be fine with that. So if everyone can quickly cover their faces, I'll just give a sample question so that everyone can get an idea about how the game is going to be played. So for example, the question is, if your name starts with S, show your face. So given my name starts with S, I'll show my face. Sunny and Simon Oates, their name also starts with S. Suraj's name starts with S. So we are showing our face, even Sahil, and rest of the people keep their faces hidden. So this was just a sample question. We'll just quickly start now with more questions. If more people join on camera, it will be great. So just a final reminder. Moving ahead, if you are an active gamer and have played a video, like play video games at least twice a week, show your face. At least twice a week. Okay. There are people who are active gamers, but then there are people who want to be game developers, but are not very active gamers. Okay. Next question I have is, if you have played a game in the last 24 hours, basically, show your face. Last 24 hours. Okay. All the active gamers have played a game in last 24 hours. So we have very active gamers with us. Cool. If you have played PUBG in the last 24 hours, if you have played PUBG or whatever the new name is, okay, quite less people. Okay, there are people who have played PUBG as well. Okay, seems good. Fine. The next question is, if you had decided that you want to build a career in game development before metaverse became a hype and you came to know about Outscal, show your face. If you had decided already before the metaverse hype and all that you want to be a game developer only in your career. Okay, so there are people who had already decided they want to be a game developer before the metaverse hype, and people who decided after the metaverse hype that they want to get into a gaming career and want to build games and get into metaverse. Who got, okay, Karan, Rajni, Afkar, Ramesh. Okay, so you guys wanted to switch career after the metaverse hype came into being. Okay, cool. Last question. If you are right now playing a game since the last 20 minutes after the session started, show your face. Okay, Sunny and Ramesh are not paying attention. Even Ragul is not paying attention. They are playing games. Guys, please be attentive, because you'll get, even if you don't end up joining the program, you'll get to learn a lot during this program session and all. Fine. So I guess we've got most of the answers in from most of the people. So I guess that's more or less it. I'll keep on asking few more questions and queries during the session itself. And if you have any queries or questions, just keep on putting them in the chat. And I or Mala will be more than happy to answer them during the way. So right now I'm gonna share my screen quickly. Just give me 1 second to share my screen. Just let me know once my screen becomes visible to all.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, cool. So welcome one and all to Outscale's full stack game development program orientation session. A lot of you guys are interested about metaverse or game development in general. So welcome to one and all. We'll be discussing about all the things related to the program in general and then in gaming industry, and any questions you might have regarding gaming industry or the program, just feel free to put them in the chat. and I or Abhishek or Malhar will be more than happy to take them up for you. So moving ahead in today's session, we'll be discussing about three things. We'll be discussing about the full stack game development program. We'll be doing a Q&A open session where we can actually discuss whatever queries or questions you have about any of the things that I mentioned. And then we'll be focusing on building a game project that Malhar will be your mentor for the day. And you'll be building, if you have already done some sorts of games, then you'll be building an advanced project. And then if you are a fresher, you'll be building a very early level project, but you'll be building some kind of a game project today before this session ends so that you can actually get an idea about what game development is all about. Moving ahead, generally talking about Outscale, it was founded by Mayank in 2018. He pursued his bachelor's from Delhi College of Engineering, DCE, currently known as DTU. And then he moved to US, pursued his master's from CMU. And then he actually realized that though India has a lot of potential and a lot of people who are actually interested in building a career in game development, there are not the right number of opportunities or organizations that actually provide the right kind of training or scope to enter into the gaming industry. That is when Outscale came into being, to help people with a motive to get into the gaming industry, to provide them with the right path and connect them with the right kind of companies that are looking to hire game developers in general. And as you can see, he's worked with some of the top brand names in the gaming industry and otherwise as well. So he's worked with DE Shaw, EA Sports, Kickside, Dana, Jungly Games in general. And then he started Outscale in 2018. Talking about game development in general, why game development? So the major thing over here is these numbers over here. If you will focus on these numbers over here, the gaming industry has an annual industry growth rate of close to 22% as compared to 2.3% of the IT industry. And when we convert that to the salary range in 2010, the average IT industry guy was getting 2.2 lakhs per annum. And right now in 2021, the average entry level person is getting 2.8 lakhs per annum. When you compare it to gaming industry, the game development person in 2010 was earning close to 1.8 to 2 lakhs per annum. And at the moment, it's grown 250% to 5 lakhs per annum. So since 2010, basically. So in 11 years, the number, as you can see, collaborates very clearly with the growth rate of IT industry as well as the game development industry. And with the recent hype and drive towards metaverse, the number of opportunities coming in the gaming industry is absolutely phenomenal. Like there is not going to be a single industry that is going to be able to beat the gaming industry in the upcoming 5 years in a long-term plan, if you might say. Currently, if we talk about gaming industry, it's the biggest industry, entertainment industry in general, and it's bigger than the movie industry. Not talking about Hollywood or Bollywood, but the entire movie industries of the world combined and the entire music industries of the world combined. If you combine them both, then still the gaming industry is bigger than those two industries combined. So that is how big the gaming industry is at the moment. But then again, in India, people are not aware about the right opportunities or growths that are available in the gaming industry. That's where Outscale is trying its part to get people in touch with the gaming industry, allow them to pursue their passion in gaming industry in general. Normal question everyone has: will I get a job after this program? Like, this is the first question everyone has when they are applying for Outscale's full stack game development program. We have 200 plus game studios lined up at any point of time looking to hire game developers, and that is not limited to what you are being taught at Outscale. Outscale will just act as a gateway to the gaming industry. It doesn't mean that Once you start working, you only have to work on technologies that you have learned from here. If you have the right skill set to adapt, that Outscale will provide you, of course. You will be able to work with any kind of company with on any kind of skill set, whether it's Unreal, Unity, Cocos, whatever gaming engine you're working on. If you already have some sorts of experience, working with Outscale on something different doesn't mean that your experience gets nullified. It just means that you are getting into the core basics from where a career can be built in this field, basically. And that is what our drive is towards as well. So you can see some of the top brand names are mentioned here: Ubisoft, Sumo Digital, Jungly Games, MPL, Byju's. A lot of people might say Byju's is an educational company, but then again, they hire a lot of game developers to gamify their platform. So they have a huge demand for game developers as well. Talking about like our success stories, there are a few success stories mentioned over here, just a few of them. But then again, these people have already done the program, have seen the value of the program. One of the success story we have on call as well, Malar, who was part of Outscale's third clan. He liked the program so much and the focus of Outscale so much that he ended up joining Outscale as well. He had a job. It's not like he didn't get a job. He got a job. He was working as a game developer. But then again, he felt that, okay, no, his calling is joining Outscale and helping other game developers with the experience that he gained with Outscale and improving that in a better manner. So he ended up joining Outscale in itself. I'll just like to pick up two random people out of here. One is Chinmay, who was a fresher, again, non-technical background, didn't have any coding or programming background and all. And in the third month of the program itself, he was able to land a 6+ LPA job, and he started working. And currently, I guess he's already got a hike as well. And his first hike was over 60%. So that's a story about someone. A lot of people were mentioning we are from non-technical background, don't have any experience. So this is for people who are from non-technical background. Guys, there have been people who've done it. And then for people who are already from technical background, even game development background, Manas is a great example over there. He was already working in the gaming industry for 2-3 years. Same goes for Setunath. They were stuck at a package range of 3.54 lakhs per annum, didn't know how to scale up, how to get that hike, how to move ahead in their career, were feeling stuck. Came, joined the program, did the program, and within third or fourth month of the program, had 3 to 4 different offer letters. And then the most important thing, they didn't even look at the price, but looked at what they wanted to work on. So Setunath had offers as high as 12 lakhs per annum. Manas had offers as high as 11 lakhs per annum. But end of the day, they didn't join those companies. They ended up joining the companies they wanted to work for, the companies or the field that they wanted to excel in. So it becomes a very important thing. And we've seen candidates get over like double what they are earning right now within 3 or 4 months of the program, if they are on, like, if they have any sorts of experience, whether it's technical or even in the gaming industry in general. Moving ahead, so I have already shown all these people. You can directly connect with them on LinkedIn. They have put in their reviews and their honest feedback about Outscale. Even if you don't want to believe what is being shown over here, go get on LinkedIn, get on Outscale's LinkedIn, search for these people, connect with them, ask them directly what they gained out of Outscale's program. Don't ask us, don't believe us, talk to them directly. They'll be the right people to tell you, because they have either paid or are currently paying after getting a job for the program. But then again, they have been there, done that. So they'll be the better people to tell you how their experience was about the program, how it's been going on for them. So just go on to LinkedIn, look for people who've already done the program, interact with them, chat with them. I know they'll be more than happy to interact with you, and you will be able to get an honest feedback from their end as well. So I have a quick poll over here. What is your game development experience in general? So people who, Malhar, can we go live with the poll? Malhar, there?
Hello. Am I
Yeah, yeah,
audible?
yeah, yeah.
I guess there is some technical issue in the poll. Like it is saying the polls are inactive at the moment from the Zoom's end.
Oh, I guess then that's a bummer. So people who have any sorts of game development experience, we already did this game, but just drop a thumbs up in the chat. And if you don't have any experience, just drop a thumbs down in the chat. So if you have any kind of game development experience, whether you've done some tutorials or you've worked in the industry or you've done some internship or made some projects, just drop a thumbs up in the chat. If you haven't done any of those things, just drop a thumbs down in the chat. So this way we'll get to know. Okay. I can see quite a few people who've done some sorts of projects. If everyone can quickly go in and drop in a thumbs up or a thumbs down, it will be great. There are few people who have done, and then there are people who haven't done. Okay, Sagar says Unity, fine. So I guess it's 40-60 split. There are 40% people who have some sorts of experience, but 60% people don't have any experience. Not to worry. For people who have experience, you will be able to revise your basics. And for people who don't have any experience, you will be taught from the basics. So it's going to be absolutely fine for you as well. Talking about the program overview and how much time you have to spend. So the total duration of the program is going to be 7 months, and the placements usually start in the third month itself. We usually see 90% of the people getting placed within the 7 months of the program. And then some of the people who are from non-technical background or in general were not able to focus on the program during the 7 month duration, any XYZ reason, usually take a bit more. By the end of 9 months, we have 100% placement record in general. So by the end of 10th, like the day of start of 10th month, most of the people get placed after completion of the program, and that is what we've seen. And the timings have been made in such a manner that even if you're working currently or you are a student, have college or anything, the sessions on weekdays take place in the evening after 7 p.m. and the usual timings being 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday to Thursday. Friday you have an off, and then on Saturday, Sunday the sessions take place 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. The important thing to note over here is that we have only small batches or clans of 20 candidates only, and we kickstart one clan per month. For the current clan, I guess we've already closed 17 or 18 candidates, and there are 2 or 3 more seats left for the current clan. So the selection is based on the project that you will be working on and all. And the next clan is starting from 13th of December. So that is next Monday, not this Monday, but next Monday. So more details about that, we'll just be sharing about that in a short while, basically. So if you are from technical background, as I already mentioned, you will only have to spend 24 hours per week, not more than that. And that is equivalent to the duration or the release timings. But then again, if you are from a non-technical background and you don't have any prior programming knowledge, I'm not talking about game development knowledge, but general programming knowledge, you don't have any prior programming knowledge, you will end up spending a bit more time, that is close to 35 hours per week towards the program. So that is the time split or time you'll have to dedicate towards the program moving ahead. So I guess polls are not working. So another
Wait. Polls. I fixed that issue.
Okay, you fixed it. Just check if it's working. So the
Yeah.
it's
It is
working.
Yeah. I fixed it. Yeah.
Cool. So we are live with the poll. Is it important to study data structures and algorithms to become a game developer? For people from non-technical background, I don't think you might be familiar with this, but this question is majorly from a perspective of people who are from technical background. So if people can quickly go ahead and punch in their answers to this poll, it will be great. Cool. I can't see the poll yet, Malhar. So I hope you are able to see the polls So if you can quickly talk us through the polls and what the results of the poll are
Yeah, yeah.
showing up on your screen.
Yeah, sure. So 80% of the people say yes, absolutely, DS and algorithms are the most important thing.
Hmm.
I'm really glad everyone knows what is DSA. So there is 0% of the people who don't know. So there is a 0% of people who
Hmm.
don't think that is important, and there are few people who don't have a clue about DSA. That's it.
Got it. So yeah, data structures and algorithms is absolutely important if you want to be a game developer. This is uh it's really really important. A lot of people have this misconception that you can be a game developer without having any knowledge of data structures and algorithms. Not gonna work that way. You need to have a solid knowledge about data structures and algorithms to build a career in that. Talking about curriculum again, one of you guys had a question, description of the program. So we'll be working on C++, which is an important programming language used in the gaming industry, particularly in the Unreal Engine as well. So we'll be working a lot in detail in C++ because a lot of companies that hire from Outscale are hiring for C++ or Unreal Gaming Engine in general, including companies like Ubisoft, who have now started setting up their development teams in India. Then you'll be working on C# and Unity 3D gaming engine. As all of you or few of you might know, Unity 3D gaming engine uses C# programming language for its functioning. So that is something you'll be working on. And of course, you'll be working on data structures and algorithms. Discussed earlier as well, basics and advanced of all these topics will be covered so that you not only stuck with one thing in your hand, you understand what goes behind the scenes as well as what goes on the scene as well. And then you'll also be working on bonus material that will cover your multiplayer gaming. So over there we'll be working on Node.js and JavaScript just to give you a better idea about how exactly programming works and how does multiplayer game in general works. You might not be able to build PUBG immediately at the completion of the program, but then again you'll have an idea about what logics or concepts goes into building a game like PUBG in the longer run. Talking about projects in general, again, there will be 2 C++ projects that you will be working on, 6 Unity projects and 20 data structures and algorithms repositories or projects. So important thing to understand over here is when you go to a company and you talk to them or apply for a job with them, they're not worried about how much experience you have. They're not worried about whether you are very good or awesome in English communication or not. What they want to see from a developer is the number of projects they have in their portfolio. And that is something you'll also get while working in this program. And that is why Outscale majorly focus towards the projects. So you'll be working on a total of 28 projects. If you talk about college in general, you might have done just 2 projects, one major and minor, and that also in your final year. But with Outscale, you will be working on over 28 projects in general. So this way you'll get an idea about how actually it goes on in the industry and how exactly things are done in the industry. Moving ahead, talking about Outscale mentors in general, we've all been there, studied in colleges, studied from professors in colleges. But the important thing to understand is those professors never knew what is going on in the industry. They never knew that, okay, I am teaching this subject, but what is the actual implementation of this subject in the industry today? So that is where industry mentors at Outscale come in. Most of the people that are teaching at Outscale are not people who are only teaching, but then again, they are people who have a full-time job in the industry. They're working with one of the top companies in the industry, and then they are coming to Outscale to share their knowledge with you, with other candidates who want to build a career in the industry and enter into the industry. To be very honest, it's a very common phenomena where the mentor who's taught you at Outscale ends up taking your interview for their own company. Or even a lot of times our own alumni end up taking interviews of our own candidates who are graduating right now in their industry. So that's a very common phenomena. But then again, these people have a full-time job. They know what they are looking for when they are hiring. That's why they'll be able to impart you the right set of knowledge and tell you, okay, this is something that you actually need when you are with Outscale, starting with Outscale, basically. So there's another poll, Malar, if we can go live with this poll, how many total repositories projects you will have at the end of the entire program? So I guess this is something that marketing team has added in just to check if people are sleeping during the session. So if you are sleeping, that's quite bad. But then again, we'll get a quick answer over here.
Yeah, guys, come on, communicate and just give us a proof that you are not sleeping. Okay, I am seeing very less participation. Can you guys quickly? Okay. Yeah, I can see the participation is there. Yeah. So 61% people are saying 28 projects. 22% people are saying 10 projects and 17% people are saying 6 projects will be there.
Cool. So I guess there are quite a few people who are still sleeping. So guys, wake up call. But yeah, as 61% people said 28 projects. So yes, that is the number of projects that we're going to be working on: 2 C++, 6 Unity, and 20 data structures or algorithms, repositories or projects that we'll be working on in total. The most important question, everyone's been waiting for this, I know. How much do we have to pay for this program? Are you gonna charge a lot, or what's the payment structure? What's the fee structure? How is it paid or not? So there are 3 fees options that are available for everyone who wants to join into the program. One is postpaid, one is hybrid, and another is a prepaid model. The first, we'll start with postpaid model in general and how it is structured. So the postpaid model, the amount of installment is fixed. That is 9999, but you don't have to pay the entire amount or all the installments right now. You just pay the first installment right now to join into the program. You sign an agreement with us that, okay, you will pay the remaining fees for the program at the end of the program. You complete the program and then you pay the remaining 29 EMIs only after you get an offer letter or job offer letter above 4.5 lakhs per annum. If you don't get an offer letter above 4.5 lakhs per annum, you don't have to pay Outscale at all, whatever amount is remaining, basically. So this amount you just have to pay when you are joining into the program. After that, you can forget about it till you get a job. Once you get a job above 4.5 lakhs per annum, then you start paying Outscale the remaining amount. So it's as simple as that. And the total payable amount under this will come to close to 2,49,975 rupees. So this is the total amount you will end up paying, but after you get a job. Before getting a job, this is the only amount that you will pay to Outscale for the program, basically. Moving ahead, this just simply explains, if you are getting a job below 4.5 lakhs per annum, you don't have to pay anything at all. You get a job of 6 lakhs per annum, you pay this. You get a job of 9 lakhs per annum, you still pay this. However high your package might be, Outscale is not concerned about it. You can get as high a package as you want. You'll end up paying a fixed amount, this, to Outscale for 29 months, only after you land an offer letter. If you're not getting an offer letter, you're not paying Outscale at all. So this is how postpaid structure basically works. The second one is the hybrid structure. Now, for a lot of people say that, okay, this amount, it's a bit more. How can we reduce it by a bit? So for reducing it by a bit, you can go opt in for the hybrid model. Over here, the total amount is 50,000 less than the postpaid model, and it's 1,99,980 rupees in general. One time, so you have to pay a one-time joining fees. That is this. If you are not comfortable with paying this entire amount in one go, you can opt in for EMIs in this as well. You can talk to the admissions team and they'll be able to help out with EMIs for this. And then the remaining amount, again, you will pay after offer letter above 4.5 lakhs per annum. If you don't get an offer letter, again, you don't pay any of this amount, and this amount as well will be refunded back to you if you are not getting an offer letter, of course. But then again, this is the amount that you pay upfront, and this is like 15 EMIs of 9999. You pay only after you get a job. If you don't get a job, you don't pay Outscal at all. Finally, the final is the prepaid version. It's like the normal version where you come to Outscal and pay like a college fees or a tuition fees like most colleges or institutes collect. So you come to Outscal, you pay this amount. There are two plans you can choose from. You can either pay the entire amount one time. This will be eligible for some discounts and all. You can get in touch with the admissions team again to get the one-time discount and all. And otherwise, you can opt in for 15 EMIs of 9999 over here. So absolutely, again, dependent on you. If you have that capacity to pay, you can opt in for this. If you don't have that capacity, you can always opt in for the postpaid structure. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to do one single installment, and then you can continue with the program. As simple as that. So these are the three different fee structures that are available. If you have any queries or questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to take them up moving ahead. After orientation session, choose your payment plan, pay the first installment, complete a game project. These are the three important things that you need to do to enroll into the program. The details for the three will be shared with you by Malhar shortly. He'll share the details and how exactly it will work with you shortly. So all the details will be shared with you. So you just need to complete a game project and your first installment to enroll. If you're not able to do that on time, you might miss out on the seat. You will still be eligible for the next batch, but then again, you'll have to wait for an entire month till the next batch starts. So it will be great if you are on top of your toes and are able to get this done as soon as possible. More details will be shared by Malar for the same. If you are opting in for postpaid plan, so this is the first thing that needs to be done. After that, you need to opt in for the postpaid plan or the prepaid or the hybrid. You sign the service agreement where you say, okay, Outscal will provide you service, that is, will provide you with training as well as placement service for the next 7 months to 10 months, will help you get a job. And then once you get a job, you'll have to pay Outscal the decided amount, that is 2.4 lakhs, whatever installments will be remaining, only after you get a job. All these things will be mentioned in the service agreement itself. And you'll also provide Outscal with a post-dated check in general. That will be worth rupees 2.4 lakhs. But then again, it's only used in case you violate the agreement. Now, what constitutes the violation of agreement is that you come to Outscal, you pay the first installment, take the training, get a job offer, and then disappear. You don't come back and pay the remaining amount to Outscal. That is a violation for Outscal because Outscal from its end has completed what it had promised. So you are in violation, and that is the case when this check will be cashed in. But then again, till now, we never have had this problem where we had to cash in the check. So that's not an issue at all. And you don't need this much amount in your bank as well to provide with the check. It's just a security check that is there just to make sure that you are completing or fulfilling your end of the bargain that Outscal provided you with, that pay after you get an offer letter from Outscal's end. On the other end, if you're talking about the hybrid plan, again, you pay this amount upfront, or you can opt in for EMIs. You can start with the program as well. That's not an issue. You sign with the service agreement, and then the check amount is less in this just because you are paying quite a bit of amount upfront, and the total amount is also less. And then the violation is again same. If you are violating, only then this check is getting used. Otherwise, this check will be cancelled and returned back to you once you're done and completed your payments. The third one is the upfront plan in itself, which is very simple. You sign the upfront agreement documents, you pay the full fees. There are discounts available. You can talk to the admissions team about that. Otherwise, you can choose the EMI plan and pay the first EMI for the same and then wrap it up. And then you can continue paying the remaining of the EMIs. So more or less, these are all the details about the program and all. If you have any queries or questions in general, please feel free to drop them in chat, and I and Mala will be more than happy to take them up. The questions can be in general about the program or gaming industry. And then in the next 5-10 minutes, we'll wrap up and Mala will start with actually building a project, basically. So, sorry, the first question I have is, I have programming knowledge up to classes and objects. That's great, Sagar. It's absolutely fine, not an issue at all. What is the divination of time between Unreal and Unity? I am not sure, Vikas, what do you mean by this? But I guess Abhishek Das has answered, watch on YouTube Unity versus Unreal. So I guess that more or less answers the question. Okay, you want dividation of time. So at Outscale, you will be focusing purely on Unity. You will not be focusing on Unreal Engine. We'll only be focusing on C++ and Unity gaming engine in general. But once you step into the industry, it's absolutely fine because the working of both the gaming engines is quite similar to each other. So it's not going to be very difficult to adapt to the other gaming engine in general. So a lot of companies that hire from Outscale hire for Unreal as well. But then again, the important factor over there is you should have knowledge about C++ that Outscale is gonna cover during the program itself. So you don't need to be worried about whether you know Unreal or Unity in general. Just need a firm grip on programming languages, C#, C++, and then you can work in any of the gaming engines if you have a solid grip on the programming languages in general. A lot of the developers that we saw are not working on Unity. They're working on Unreal, Cocos, WebGL, all those gaming engines as well that use quite a different variety of programming language, including Java or TypeScript or JavaScript in general. So they're working on that as well. But the major focus is the concepts. The major concepts should be clear about what game development is about. That we'll cover using the help of Unity gaming engine in general. Sorry to ask, how much time will session take, Suraj? I guess it's gonna take 15-20 minutes more, including the projects as well. So it's not gonna take more than that. Let's discuss everything after the meeting. Q&A session will be there. Karan, if you have any queries, please go ahead. We can discuss right now because I guess we've already started with the Q&A session right now. What if we get a job outside industry with 4.5 plus LPA? If you're working outside the tech industry and not using whatever skill set Outscale provided you with, Sagar, you'll not be liable to pay Outscale for the program. Basically, it's as simple as that. Because end of the day, you're not using the technologies that we provided you with. So you can go ahead, take up a job from whatever industry you want to. If it's not related to what we taught you, then it doesn't matter. We're not going to charge for the technical skills. And that's only applicable for the postpaid structure. It's not applicable for any other things. Last admission date, Kishan, there's no last admission date in general. As soon as you complete your first installment and your game project, your admission will be confirmed. And as soon as we complete 20 students, the batch will be closed. As I already mentioned, I guess 17 or 18 candidates have already completed their process. We have 2 or 3 more seats left, and the batch or plan is starting from 13th of December. That is next Monday. So hopefully, if today is the session you complete by the end of the day, today itself, your game project and your first installment, it will be absolutely great and you'll be able to do that. What's the difference between training you provide and the training Unity and they'll provide on their website? Oh, very great question, Chirag. Like this is a very, very, very good question. So Unreal and Unity train you in Unity gaming engine or Unreal gaming engine. We don't train you in Unity or Unreal gaming engine. We train you to be a game developer. We are not training you on how Unity works or how Unreal works. We are training you how game development works in general. That is something that we'll be focusing on. So that is what the difference is. We are open to solve your doubts for Unreal if you bring that to us. And we are open to solve your doubts for Unity as well. That is not gonna happen when you are learning from Unity or Unreal. And then again, jobs. The most important thing is jobs. Training, a lot of people out there are providing training, but are they providing jobs? That's the most important question. Certifications today don't matter. Trust me, all these people that I showed you came to us and said, will we get a certificate? I can guarantee you, when we had to tell them, please take your certificate, they were not in the need of certificate because they had a job. Once you get jobs and projects under your belt, you don't need any certification. You don't need anything. The experience and your projects in itself speak for you. I hope this answers your question, Chirag. Is it important to enroll into the course while residing in India? No, Vikas, we have candidates from US and Turkey and Nigeria and whatnot countries doing the program with us. So that is absolutely fine. If you're not in India, you can still continue the program. Absolutely not an issue, Vikas. What are the most challenging issues of game design? Okay, Malhar, I guess there's a question for you. I'll not be the right person to answer this question. Malhar?
Yeah. Hey, hi. That's a really great question, first of all. So game design and game development, like the most important part, like the main reason why we consider game development as one of the hardest software development is inside games, the design and development has to go and grow parallelly. So if the development is getting solid and if there is a no base for solid game design, then your game will not have the fun element, or your game will not have that engaging element. But same applies for the development as well. Your game might be having great design, but that implementation and the execution and engineering is not there, then it is really hard. Again, one of the great challenging thing in game design is, suppose your idea is very, very great, and being a game designer, you are proposing that idea to the team or to the company. But unfortunately, on a technical side, on an engineering side, it it can happen that like it is not feasible to implement in that project. So at that time, the discussions of game designer, game developer becomes very crucial. And yeah, like as a team, as a company, we have to conclude that okay, we are adding this feature or we are not adding this feature. So these are the some terms that makes entire game development process hard, because it is heavily tightly coupled with the design as well as development. I hope I answered that question. Let me know if you have any doubts. Hello, Satnamji, you are mute. Hello. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Can you just confirm me in the chat? Okay, you guys can hear me, right? Satnamji, I guess you can't hear me, like you are not audible, you are mute. Just give me 1 minute, guys. There is some technical issues from the Satnam's end, I guess. Okay, got it, got it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Malar. I'm not sure. Just check the settings. I think something's happened with the Zoom session.
Got
Okay,
it.
cool.
Got it.
Sorry, guys. I was not able to unmute. I was just trying to convey that to Malar as well. Uh, mm, the next question we have is, I have 9 to 5 job. How will I manage? So Sagar, not an issue at all. You'll be able to easily manage with 9 to 5 job because the sessions start at 7 in the evening and we have a lot of working professionals with us who are doing the program who are absolutely fine because the session is 7 to 10 in the evening. It's not 7 to 10 in the morning. So it's not going to be a major issue as such. Do you push students for giving Unity certified professional exam? Like, I am more interested in that certification. That is one of the most strong point for me to enroll in this program, because you can go ahead and do it on your own. As I told you, certification is something that we are not very much focused on. Once you have a job, certification is something that just simply takes a backseat. So of course you will have the right skill set to go for it and opt in for that, but then again, it's not something that we pronouncedly tell everyone to go and do. So it's absolutely your wish if you want to do it, but the only suggestion would be that even if you are doing it, just do it after your Unity module is over at Outscale, so that you have the right skill set to move ahead and crack it as well. What if 10 students completed submission process? How many get a confirmation of seat? Kishan, that's first come, first serve, obviously, right? If the first 3 students who've completed will get the seat, the remainder will allowed to be joined, but then again, they'll have to wait for the next batch. That will start most probably somewhere close to 20th of January or something like that. What are the other things we can do rather than game development with this program? Suraj, I think nothing. The program is focused towards making you a good game developer. At the end of the program, you can opt in for different careers, like careers in AR, VR as well. A lot of developers who have done this program with us have gone into AR, VR careers, worked with companies in automobile industry, or the health sector in general, where they have put in their expertise to use building VR environments or AR environments with the medical or the automobile industry. But then again, the basis for all of this will be in your gaming engine itself, whether it's Unity or Unreal Engine. So the engines will remain same. You'll have opportunities to work in various different fields like AR. Even today, even in architecture and all, a lot of AR and VR is taking over. So you can also look into that as well. Do we have a recorded session? Yes, Sagar, you'll get a recording of this session for sure. And I guess there are no more questions coming in. So I'll hand over the mic to Mala for now to take over and start with the project building session so that everyone has enough time for it. Please go ahead, Suraj. Please ask your question. No issue at all. Sorry, machine learning. Of course, we see, Suraj, we only have 7 months. We'll not be able to cover the entire tech industry in 7 months. We'll only be able to touch on certain topics, and that also give you a solid background in that so that you can build a career in it. Machine learning is something you can learn on your own moving ahead as well. Okay. Fine. Malar, I am sorry. Over to you, and you can take it from here, please. Now you are on mute.
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys. So I'm just sharing my screen. Just let me know when you guys can see it. Can you guys see the screen? Hello. Can you guys confirm me, please? Yes, no in the chat. Yeah. Thank you. So I just shared you a link with this for this document, first of all. So this document will be the most important document for the trial process of the Outscale. So please make sure that you are bookmarking this link of this document, because all the information that you will be needing for making your first project, that will act as the assignment for your admission process in the Outscale. So all the information related to that will be in this document itself. I will just pause the questions for a moment. I will be covering very important details regarding projects and submissions and overall assignments. So I will wait a while after my explanation is done. So I just request everybody to pay attention for 5 minutes only. Okay. So yeah, like if you observe this document, there will be 3 types of projects. Okay. One is beginner project, then comes intermediate projects, and then comes expert project. So as per your level of technicality, like if you are totally comfortable with the programming, then I would recommend to go to the Unity engine. And like, yeah, even if you are handling Unity engine for the first time, you can easily do it because we have explained everything from the scratch. But if you're totally new for the programming as well, you haven't even done any programming till now, you are totally coming from the non-technical background, then this project is best for you. Rock paper scissors in C++. On the other hand, if you are professional game developer, like that means you have already done projects in Unity game engine, you have bunch of years of experience, or you have bunch of projects in your bucket, especially related to the Unity gaming engine, then go ahead and just explore this battle tank in 3D. So I will be quickly going through all these pages. So if you look at here, you just need to click these pages, so the details will get revealed. The first page is rock paper scissors in C++. Here you will be getting two assignments, and yeah, like you just need to keep on clicking. Then you will reveal the study material. Like there are videos shared to you, you just need to watch those videos, you need to understand the concepts, and you need to do the task mentioned. As simple as that. Just like that assignment 1, there will be assignment 2, and just like here you can see rock paper scissors in C++, there will be a assignment submission. In the inside this page, you will get to know about all the process about submission. You just need to go through it. And yeah, like as simple as that, you will be filling the submission form here. And yeah, like after that, you are good to go for the submission. As simple as that. And yeah, one more thing, we take LinkedIn submission. Okay, that means we take LinkedIn as a submission. You might ask why LinkedIn. The simple answer I want to share that, like if you look at this page that is mentioned in the assignment submission page itself, the bright side of LinkedIn networking, you will see bunch of our current students as well as alumni are the active LinkedIn user. Those are actively sharing their updates onto the LinkedIn. So we use LinkedIn very heavily. Every student of ours post daily updates, and that's why the student get professional recognition from the network of the game developers as well as recruiters. So as simple as that, this is a simple growth hack that we follow. So we thought we should bring this growth hack into our trial as well. So you will also catch some eyeballs of the professional people. So yeah, like here you can see, yeah, just like that, you will be having some deadline of 6 December. And yeah, like if you have any queries, you will be reporting to the admissions@outscale.com. So I just explained you brief details about C++ project, but all the details are same for the Mr. Blocks and Battle Tank. So if you click on the Mr. Blocks, there are some prerequisites for the softwares. You just need to install Unity software because we will be developing these games in the Unity game engine. And then comes the Mr. Blocks in Unity 2D. Here is some note. There are some bonus challenges as well. So there will be some mandatory task at the end, and there will be some bonus challenge as well. If anybody wants to push their limit of the imagination and development, you guys can use you guys can do these bonus challenges as well. So this is how you will be submitting Mr. Blocks. And yeah, then comes last expert project, that is nothing but the battle tank in 3D. So we cover very deep concepts of code architecture, design patterns, like very heavy things like types of tanks, UI selection panel, and all the stuff in this project. So it is fairly hard, as the name suggests, it's an expert level project. So I would recommend, if you are already knowing Unity game engine and you have some sort of programming experience, then you can pick this up. So that's about the 3 projects. If you come back here, you will see some interview preparation material given to you as well, as a joining bonus. So if you click here, like, and you click on the interview preparation, there is no submission for the interview preparation, so don't need to worry about it. We have shared you some standard ways of answering technical question, because majority of the people face some issues while answering the interview questions, right? So we have just thought that why not to share some key details regarding interview preparation. So here are some bullet points, you can go through them. We have provided you some videos. If you know some Unity concepts, these are simple questions, and we have given you the answers, the ideal answers, how you will be providing. how you will be giving the interviews basically once you get an interview call. So overall, this will give you the idea about what exactly happens in Outscale, and I hope you guys will enjoy doing the projects. Then comes the registration process. Inside that, you will see all the related things to your registration process, and you can go through them. So yeah, just like that. That's about it from my end. I will wait for a few minutes for the questions now. Do different batches have different coordinators, mentors, and is it possible to switch to some other coordinator, mentor if we want to? Because batches are of size 20 around. So unless and until there is some issue, like suppose you are having some issue with the mentor is not conducting the mentor sessions properly, explaining ability is the issue, interaction is issue, then we will change the mentor. But for that, you just need to give your honest feedback. But yeah, like it is really hard to put you some other batch because of batches runs with a heavy operations. Means suppose currently you are learning C++ in XYZ batch and you want to go to the next batch, but that batch might be at the Unity advanced level. So it is very hard for you to adopt that as well. So what we can do, if you are facing any issues with the mentor, we keep a very tight feedback schedule. We keep on asking you feedback. Whenever we think that, okay, mentor is not performing up to the mark, we will take a call on that and we will change the mentor. Is that answered your question, Vikas? But yeah, coming to your exact question, it is hard to pick anybody from one batch and to place to the another batch because every batch runs with a different timeline. I hope that helped you, Vikas. Yeah, thank you. So apart from it, like, have you guys understood how to access the document, how to do the project, where are the assignments, how to do submissions and all good, all clear till now? Yes, no. Okay. Yeah, at least either say yes or either give me doubts, right? So I will be explaining you the few details more. So I'm only seeing 2 responses. Any doubts till now? So the deadline for project submission is 6 December. Actually, Vikas, it depends upon which project that you are picking up. If you are picking up rock, paper, scissor, it's actually 2 hours of efforts. But for that, you just need to do the focus work of 1 or 2 hours. So that's why the deadline is tomorrow 6 p.m. But if you pick the Unity 2D, the deadline is 7th. And yeah, and if you pick the expert level project, the deadline is even more than that. So every project will have different deadline according per the difficulty. Any other questions, guys? I hope this link is with everybody. I'm sharing the link again. Guys, no questions, or like, is everything clear? Can you guys just give me thumbs up if everything is clear? Quick thumbs up in the chat, please. Okay, Chirag, thanks a lot for confirmation. Sahil, thank you. Okay, only 2 confirmation, like this audience. Okay, yeah, now I'm getting thumbs ups. That's great. Very nice presentation. Yeah, that's Satnamji for you. Okay, thanks a lot for your confirmations, guys. I guess we are good to go and we can do submissions. And I hope if you're facing any issues, I want to ask that, do you provide job opportunities in India only, or you provide all over the world? Because again, that is a subjective thing. So I will definitely say that there are opportunities across the globe, but for that the skill set is also required, right? Skill set in the sense, I'm not talking about the skills, I'm talking about experience as well. So if you want to apply to the job at US, then majority of the time it is very high competition applying for that job as well. So you need to overcome to that competition. It is not like that we can't do it. It totally depends, and there is some time involvement investment as well, not only from our end, from the candidates end as well. It is really almost impossible that within first 3 or 4 months of your training, you will get placed in any abroad countries, right? But it is just like a ladder. Like for going to the second floor, you have to climb the first floor first, right? As simple as that. So if you are experienced game programmer, game developer, then definitely you will get a global recognition as you are moving ahead with the industry. But starting directly outside, it is fairly hard. But yeah, answer to your question, it is possible. Rome wasn't built in a day. I didn't get that sarcasm. I don't know what was the genre, but yeah, I guess I might be having less sense of humor. But yeah, any other questions, guys? So can I expect all 20 submissions? Okay, got it, got it. I'm just waiting for your submissions, guys. Yeah. Sure, Vikas. I will love to visit your portfolio. Thanks a lot. Okay, guys. I'm just wrapping up the session. See you after doing submissions. If you have any issues, email us at the at admissions@outscale.com. Okay. Bye bye.